Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Woo! Man, this heat wave might never end, I tell you. I don't know if you've heard about it or if you've read about it, but this part of the world has been under an extreme heat wave for the past 5-6 weeks, and it has been brutal. Not a drop of rain. People are dying of heat-related illnesses. A munitions dumper blew up in what Cambodia is saying was partially because of the heat, killing 20 people last week, which is horrible. And it's gotten to the point where some countries are letting kids out of school. They're canceling school until it's over with. Cambodia has reduced their schools by 2 hours each day, and they've actually sent in water trucks to the local schools to spray the students down with water, because the local schools here, the Khmer schools, they're usually in small classrooms with a lot of kids, and they don't have proper air conditioning or ventilation. So when you got 15 kids crammed into a classroom with only 2 small plastic fans, and you got all that body heat rising in the air, it's it can be dangerous, and it can be pretty brutal as well. And it has been relentless. As a matter of fact, this is the hottest it's been in Cambodia in over 120 years. 120 years. Think about that. This is the hottest it's been in Cambodia in over 120 years. What that means is that the last time it was even this hot, Kelly from Autumn in Asia was just a little boy. I'm kidding, Kelly. I love you, man. I had to do it, though. But anyway, yeah, last week was a bummer. I uploaded my last video, and as soon as I did that, that was on a Tuesday, I did not get out of bed until Friday. I was sick as a dog. I couldn't do anything. I was just constantly tired. I had zero energy. I slept, like Tuesday and Wednesday, I slept for like 20 hours, tossing and turning off and on. But as soon as I'd get up or try to sit up, a half hour later, I'd just be so tired I went back to sleep. I haven't hardly ate anything. I've been hungry, but as soon as I take a couple bites, it feels like I'm really full and I can't eat anymore. I don't know if that has to do with just the heat or something else, but man, I've been pretty miserable this last week. I didn't check my messages. My phone was basically just plugged in and left alone. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Friday, when I finally checked everything for the first time, it was, I'm behind on a lot of projects and things and messages and emails. And so if you did any of those things, I will get back to you, I promise. It's just, I was just pretty miserable, that's all. We are running low on funds here, and we really appreciate your donations. We're looking to get a couple $100. So all I'm saying is that if you can and if you want to help the channel, you want to help support us, there's links down below for PayPal and Ko-fi.com. It's always very, very much appreciated. I don't want to get too far behind, 20 people giving $10 each. 10 people giving $20 each. One very, very rich, very drunk person giving $200 once. Whatever, I'll take it. It's all good. However that has to happen, let's let it happen. And you can check those links down below, and you can also purchase my books. There's a link down below for that as well. They're all $1 except for one, so be sure to check that out if you have not yet. But I finally felt good enough today to finally go outside, and when you haven't been outside in a while, it's like riding a bike, but you still got to kind of acclimate to it. And I try to take it slow, didn't try to rush or anything. Felt a little dizzy near the end there because I was out in the heat, of course, even though I tried to keep it later in the day as it is, so it wasn't in the worst parts of the afternoon. But people have been asking about this new entry requirement that's going to take place starting on July 1st, I believe, with the digitized entry card. I've heard some people ask if this is going to be the end of visas on arrival. If you have to get an electronic visa in advance now because of this new requirement. And the answer is no, you can still get visas on arrival. The new system taking place is simply for your entry card to get into Cambodia. Before, even when I got here, and even now, you can still do it this way if you want, you would get a piece of paper, an actual form on the airplane, and before you landed in at the airport, you would fill out that form. You would have to get your passport number, fill out a bunch of information, and have that ready when you went through immigration so they could check it and verify the information before they allowed you to go through to actually get your initial visa. And it's still going to work that way, except now everything is going to be done for your entry form on either they have a website, or there's going to be an app that you can download and do it on there. So once you fill out the information, like on the app, and you send it, it should automatically be in their system. It should be. There might be a few bugs when they first start, as there always are. But they should have the information on their computer. You'll have the information on your phone so they can compare it. It's just a way to verify all the information on your entry card quicker so they can get you through the visa process quicker. They're hoping to expedite that process. And the other reason I think is because I'm sure you're aware some people's handwriting is horrendous. So when people are filling out things by hand, it might look normal to them, but to a foreign person trying to decipher somebody's handwriting in a script that they might not completely understand, mistakes could be made and questions could be asked, and you could hold up the line because they're trying to figure out exactly what that word is on that piece of paper, because they don't recognize it. But online, it'll all be digitized, of course, so all they have to do is check the information on your form, check the information on the form they received when you filled it out, and get you right through. But yes, I haven't found anything that said that you cannot get a visa on arrival. That is still a thing. You do not have to get an electronic visa beforehand. You can still come to Cambodia. The only thing that's changing is that the way you fill out your entry card. And you've always had to fill out an entry card. Just like when you leave, you have to fill out an exit card. But that doesn't affect your visa or anything. It's just a way for them to keep track of who's coming into the country and when. But digitizing it does make sense. And, there will be bugs at first, as always. Things will happen. But they'll get it worked out. And it'll just be part of the norm like every other new regulation that's come down the pike. So yeah, don't worry about that. And yes, you can still get either your tourist visa or your or ordinary visa upon arrival, and you'll be good to go. And by the way, thank you for people who have mentioned this in a comment. I have seen those. Yes, my videos are a lot less shaky than what they used to be. Kelly was nice enough to give me his old DJI mini camera, which has a built-in gimbal and stabilizer within it. When he went back to the United States a while ago, he purchased a brand new one with some upgraded options for himself. And when he came back, he gifted me the one he had. And as you can tell, it works fantastic. It did take me a while to get used to some of the ins and outs. You know, it's a new piece of equipment. I didn't really know how to use it, but he was nice enough to go over that with me a few times, some of the ins and outs and what have yous of using it and transferring the video files over to my phone and all that good stuff. So yeah, I hope you like the new quality, man. I think it looks a lot better. I don't have to have my phone in both hands trying to hold it out and keep it as steady as I can, because no matter how steady you try to hold this phone, when you're walking around, it still bounces and goes up and down, left and right, and everything. So, but yeah, it's a good thing, and I really like it. It's small. It's really easy to carry around. It comes with a bunch of things. I can actually hook my phone up to it because it does have a very small screen on the DJI, but it does have a connector and bracket. So if I want to hook up the DJI and have my phone next to it, I can see what's going on my phone at the same time I'm recording on the DJI. It is a little heavier and a little bulkier, but it does give me a better view of what I'm looking at, especially when you're walking around here, because sometimes you're walking and even on the big screen or the bigger screen, you can't really see anything because there's a lot of glare. And when you get outside, that's when you notice how damn filthy your screen actually is. And you think, oh man, I need to get some alcohol wipes and clean that thing up, because I can't see what I'm doing on my screen. That happens to me a lot. I just point it and go, God, I hope I'm getting what I want to get, because I can't see anything with this glare bouncing off the screen there. Alright, so as I said, be sure to check out all my links down below. If you want to help us out, it's appreciated. There are links for PayPal and Ko-fi.com. You can buy my books down there. You can check out all the other vloggers in this part of the world. The ones that I like, the ones that I watch, the ones that I recommend to you. I got a list of them down there, so you can get as much great information as you can, because they always have some great information for you. So be sure to check all those out. And if you like horror books, check out my channel, Horror Reads. Find your next favorite horror book. That's all I do, is give recommendations on horror books I like and would recommend to others. Alright, from Siem Reap, Cambodia, I will talk to you guys in the next one.